Hey guys, Mr. Freddy here, and today's going to be a new LEGO set review, and this time it's a LEGO Star Wars set, which is called Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader, which set number is 75334, has 408 pieces, and it is for ages 8 and up, so let's check out the box. So here's the box, and this is pretty big, since this is like a $50 size box, I guess, and in the front, there's like a special uh, symbol for, this is based on the Kenobi TV series, which, it indicates Kenobi and Vader fighting against each other. And yeah, here's in the front of the box showcase the set and the minifigures lined up. And here's the top of the box, which showcases the actual size of the Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure. And here's the spine, which has the advertisement for the Lego Life app. There's the bottom and the other spine, which showcase like a small glimpse of the set. So yeah, and there's the back, which showcases the set, but about that little flame that pretty much cracking between the two platforms. And there's the play features, which are just 3 of them. So yeah, and the instruction manual, which there's like a special instruction on how to use the brick separator. So yeah, and the total steps, and also the total steps on how to build this set by the pages is, just hang on a sec. Which is like 99 pages to build, and also there's like ads for the other LEGO Star Wars set that came out around 2022, and there's also the other side of the ad, which showcases the Kenobi TV series sets. Doesn't count the Kenobi TV series set, which is more like based on the Attack of the Clones set. So that's kind of a big mistake by LEGO. So yeah, and there's the wind ad, which showcases the robot, which manual wasn't as colorful as the box right here. So yeah. So onto the minifigures that was included for this set. So for the minifigures right here, this is actually a pretty good lineup for this set. So yeah, so the first minifigure is Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this version of the Kenobi is exclusive for this set because he's wearing the outfit that was shown in the Kenobi TV series, and he has the brown cloak, there's like a little shirt, the little tan shirt on him, and I think his hair is different, which is it more, yeah, his hairstyle is a lot different than the Starfighter set from I have a review like I think like a few weeks ago, I guess. So yeah, and here's the back printing, which there's like a little hood on him, but it's not, he didn't include the hood piece to wear. So yeah, the accessory is his trusty lightsaber, and also for his double-sided face, which has that neutral face, while the front face he looks a bit angry right here. So yeah, so that's Kenobi. Next is Darth Vader, and yeah, this is actually, some people say this is like the best detailed looking minifigure, Vader minifigure, so yeah, I kind of agree with it, because, the art printing, man, the freaking art printing looks pretty good, So is the leg printing and the front torso printing, and also he has the cape, which I think is like, like a hard material, I think, a little papery, so yeah, and here's the back printing on him, which, showcases his back. So yeah, and also for his face, if I remove the helmet, there it goes. Here's Anakin, which he has a little burnt look, after what happened in Revenge of the Sith, and here's the back of his head, which has like more burnt appearance right here. So yeah, put his helmet back on, and yeah, this is like a pretty surprisingly good looking Vader minifigure, and they're gonna use this again in one of the LEGO Star Wars mechs that comes out in August. So yeah, and for his accessory is his iconic lightsaber, the Sith saber. That's what it should have been called. So yeah, and the next minifigure is Darth, which he's in her his Imperial disguise, which damn, I need to watch the Kenobi show to understand why she has that disguise on. So yeah, and she's also a pretty good minifigure, with she has like a printing on her hat, which I think looks like almost looks like the Imperial symbol, but I don't know. And front torso printing, she has like the little there's like a card in there and the belt, and yeah, the little silver stuff looks a bit shiny, and no leg printing as usual. And here's the back printing of her. So yeah, and her accessory is this little blaster, which kind of usual for her to use it for, like, as a, since I think Imperial officers always use small blasters than like big guns. So yeah, and the last minifigure, which is best for, save it for last, or best and last, I meant, is Kenobi. And man, this is like a pretty great minifigure, and also this whole entire piece of him is like is all in one, and the this minifigure part is just empty. So yeah, which you can put him there and make it look complete. And here's the back of him, and there's like a printed piece on him, which this piece is kind of connected to him. So yeah, there's what it looks like about the little backpack thingy. And yeah, and he has a little bit like dirt on him, which kind of explains why he's like working on the this lava facility place, which has little dirt marks on it because of the sand and such. And the accessory is this little strange looking wrench, or I don't know, a hammer, I guess, which I have no idea what the purpose of this weapon is, which I need to watch the Kenobi show still. So yeah, so that's Kenobi, and he's a pretty amazing minifigure, probably the best minifigure in the set. So yeah, so that's the minifigures. That's a pretty great lineup. So yeah, kind of better than the Dark Trooper attack, which there's always like one unique minifigure and the rest of it is just duplicates. So yeah. Now onto the set itself. Bam. Wow. This looks pretty. This set is pretty controversial because it looks a bit based on the least memorable Vader versus Kenobi fights in the Kenobi TV series. So I can understand, but wow, this is actually pretty interesting. It's mostly just like mostly light gray and dark gray all the time, but there's like a little bit of color. Like the cheese slips are all translucent orange, which mixes up the fire, and there's like a little brown, which has the little this generator, and this little platform here, and yeah, and also there's like a little antenna piece, or radar, which indicates a this little lamp piece, the top of the lamp piece, and a lightsaber piece, the cannonball piece, the candle piece, this brown stud piece, and this little this stick piece. So yeah, or as a handlebar. So yeah, and also those little these pieces, which are like gray, which I think is the same pieces from the always been used since the Power Miner set, I guess. So yeah, and this, I guess it's gonna be a direction, and here's what the inner workings of it, which lots of tubes, so it's building this is gonna be a bit kind of difficult, but it's kind of worth it. So yeah, and also here's there's like this little jumper piece, which you can like put Darth on top of it, so you're just like doing like a little stealthing and just trying to blast down Vader. So yeah, also there's like a rubber band, and this rubber band will be important, so I'm gonna showcase it later. So yeah, and also this little cart, which is like what Kenobi is carrying. Let me showcase it, and which is mostly just all yellow, dark gray, and black, and like some translucent reds right there, and which you can like have Nebby carrying it with these little handle piece, and you can like make him grab it, and you can like dragging it, like a minecart. So yeah, but this this little this slingshot looking piece, or like the flanger piece, so which I'm gonna showcase it later. So yeah, and let me put Nebby right there, and also for the put that way, these little spinnies, which I think this is gonna be for the one play feature, which I'm gonna show it now. So yeah, in which you can like put Kenobi here and Darth Vader here, and you can like make him like fight, like this. So hang on a sec. Yeah, pretty exciting for a play feature. Oh. and Kenobi just drop dead. also, for this play feature, evolving into this lava cart, which you can like, press this, hard. It just goes like this. Yeah, and lava being dumped, and there's like a little bit of flames, and these two flame pieces just like drop off camera. So just like how to put them in and just indicate that, possibly the scene where Kenobi just almost got himself set on fire, from the flames, I guess. So yeah, so just hang on. Let me just put the cart back together. So just hang on a sec. Okay, so just already put the the lava pieces back on the cart. So yeah, and for the play feature, you could just like pull this floor and watch the magic. Yeah, there's like a side blade flame, which kind of slashing between the between the two, the Jedi and the Sith, and yeah. Oh, yep, that's that. And also there's like these two cannibal translucent pieces, which can like indicate like Vader just pushing Kenobi, just like just like in the box, where he's like, which goes like this, and like lift Vader's arm and make him look like he's doing the force push thing, and yeah, looks pretty nice as a display piece, but can be fun as like a playset. So yeah. So anywho, let me give out my final thoughts on this set. Oh yeah, say hello to Mr. Brick Separator. Hello. So anywho, so my thoughts on the set. I know this set is kind of controversial, because the freaking the floor is just mostly just like light gray and dark gray. Even through it's based on that scene, since it's based on the scene that takes place at nighttime. Which kind of indicates that the light gray kind of indicates the sand being a little kind of grayish. Which I think when you actually throw it in water, to kind of make it a little bit grayish. So yeah, I can understand some people just didn't like this set because it just it's based on one of the more least memorable fights in the Kenobi TV series. But yeah, but this set is just pretty fun. Kind of a bit more fun than the scene in the fight scene in the Kenobi TV series. So yeah, and the main figure variety, it's pretty great. And oh yeah, and also there's like this. When you lift up the generator, there's like some lava right there, which there's like little orange round pieces, which kind of again there's like flames in it. So yeah, and another things and also any flaws about this set. Sometimes this antenna can sometimes like actually be pop off, which can be annoying to try to put this set away, and this thing just pop off like whatever it wants. So yeah, and yeah, I think even through the set can be a little bit more colorful by has a little more color, but the browns, the oranges, the yellow and such kind of has some little bit of color, which not all people just get what they want for this the set based on one of the least memorable fight scenes in the TV series. So yeah. So ranking on the set, I'll just give it a 9 out of 10, y'all. That's pretty unexpected for on ranking on this set. It's a pretty fun set to display, but also pretty fun to play with, as a playset, especially just like recreating the scene from the Kenobi TV series, when that was take place like at the beach area and there's like flames everywhere and such. So yeah, those little play features are pretty great, which let me showcase again. Yeah, that's my favorite part of it. Is the flames coming out of the floor and such. So yeah, and also the like this little spinner piece, just indicated Kenobi and Vader are fighting. So yeah. So anywho, this set I actually really like it. I can understand some people didn't like it. Since this is this isn't based on the final fight scene from the finale of this show, which I think that could have been a better set, but I think I'm happy with this. So yeah, sorry, haters gonna hate, because I actually like the set. So one of the few people who like the set. So or is it a couple people who like the set just like me? So yeah. So anywho, I just hope you enjoyed this review and like and comment this video and subscribe for more content. So this is Mr. Feather here, and I'm out of here. Yeet! Oh, Vader just like force push Kenobi a bit too far.